What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash said it. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,700 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very, very much. And yes, it is absolutely July. It's hot out, but you know what? Let's talk about a little, Christmas time is coming, all right? The holidays are coming. And I wanted to talk today to the founder of Ulta-Lit Tree Company, the wonderful John. Hey, John.
Hey, Ash.
How you doing today?
Okay, how are you?
Doing pretty awesome. So, John, where are you guys based out of?
We're in a Chicago suburb. Glenview is the town.
Glenview. Liking that. All right, John. So to start things off, this company has been around for some time. You guys are celebrating over 20 years in business, and that's huge, Definitely a big thing. But where did the concept for the company actually come from?
Okay, so in 1996, I had known for a long time that the future of the artificial tree business would be to sell the tree with the lights already attached. I could not find people that were interested in partnering on it, so I did it myself. Where only myself and one other company, ironically from Chicago, went offshore and got these trees made properly and brought them in. And that was in 96. And people held a lot of concern then, legitimately so, that, well, what if a light set fails and such like that? But we did a beautiful warranty program, and we really gave them good customer service, and it allowed me as a one-man operation to have a beautiful 5-year trajectory to kickstart the company.
Right. Wow. That is amazing. And I read somewhere that you guys have saved enough light sets to fill 6 statues of liberty. That's crazy.
Okay. So fast forward that story in the early 2000s. We started inventing light set repair tools, Christmas light set repair tools. For a couple of years, we had an original LightKeeper. In the year 2004, we brought a product to market called the LightKeeper Pro, and that's an instant fix, whereby you take out any one bulb on an incandescent light set that's not functioning, insert our tool, pull the trigger numerous times. Most will come on before your eyes. The math was simple. We've sold over 6 million of these tools. Fast forward, briefly, in 2012, we brought out the LED Keeper. And fast forward that whole story, with 6 million tools, the 100 light set is the number one seller. If every customer fixed only 2 light sets, and that's rather conservative, then yes, we have saved over 1.2 billion light bulbs from going to landfills. That's a major accomplishment.
That's a huge accomplishment, especially with everything going on with pollution, global warming, and everything else. The more that we can save our planet by doing these small steps, which, seem small and minuscule, but in the whole scheme of things, it absolutely makes a difference. Pretty awesome.
We are green, and we couldn't agree with you more.
Yes. So for you, John, as the company, as you've been there because it was your idea from the start, from the inception of the company till now, what would you say has been a proud moment for you? Most memorable moment?
The one proud moment was that early in 1999, I was smart enough to take some of the profits of the company and hire the first engineer. It wasn't until the next year that I was able to find the right engineer for us. But just asking them the right question. Can you help me solve light set failure affordably? And that's a proud moment. Fast forward, one of the proudest moments, this is strange, but in 2018, we spent over 16% of revenue on advertising. And what happened there, we took Chicago as a test market and spent a little extra on advertising. Mm-hmm. On December 10th of that year, not a single store had a unit in stock. And that's two of the proudest moments.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment.
Of the company.
Yeah.
Right. It really meant a lot to us.
I bet it did. So, John, what is next on the horizon for the company?
Okay, for some 8 years now, probably over 8 years, we have dedicated our efforts to getting a really good fragrance delivery system for helping users of artificial trees. And on average, 2 out of 3 homes that they use trees use artificial. 1 out of 3 uses real. That 1 out of 3 is still a big number. It's over 30 million cut every year. They don't really have fragrance problems, but the other 2/3, they'll tell us all the time, I miss the smell, I miss the smell. So affordable fragrance delivery under the brand name ScentKeeper has been exciting for us.
Okay, I like that. Last but certainly not least, John, what advice would you have for the next generation of inventors that have very unconventional ideas?
I love that question. You're going to fail. So go into it with a Band-Aid kit. You're going to get bumps and bruises. We always say don't quit, but remember, sometimes you have to quit.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you started, it might have been a perfect venture, but as you get going 6 months or whatever, new technologies that made it an imperfect venture. Stay true to a vision. You need a North Star. Somebody might figure out how to get our phones to never need a charge for a week or something like that. That's a pretty good North Star. Now, let's determine, is it possible or not possible, and then get down to the specifics of it. Be prepared to go hungry. No matter how you do it, unless you're one of those smart people that can get well financed from day one. The rest of us have to figure out how to go hungry. It's just part of the game. Be honest. Be honest. When you're doing something that's not working,
right,
there's at least one person that you have to be honest with. That's yourself. You say, look, that I brought this to market and it is not selling, or it's only selling half as good as I thought. And that honesty will help propel you forward into the proper directions. That would be a piece of advice. And read. I'm an avid reader myself, but I'm a high advocate of such. And of course, you got to read the right things. You know what I mean? Sports Illustrated might not help you venture like you think, unless, of course, it's a sports venture.
I love it. John, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
And let everyone know how they can get the product, if it's in stores, if it's online, and how to follow you guys across social media.
So how to follow us? Our primary website is LightKeeperPro.com. On social media, we are on Facebook. We are on other places. I know we have a Twitter handle. I don't know that we're doing enough in social media, but LightKeeperPro.com.
I love it. Much more success to you and the whole team, John. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that.
And the same to you.
And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're here for. We're here for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.